So we're walking down to Newmillerdam Woods this morning. I'm going to see what the bluebells are like. I have a feeling they're going to be in full flow, so hopefully you get some nice pictures, a nice video of them, and a little bit of bird song. It's beautiful. So we'll head off down and I'll catch up with you later. Bye. And we're on the path, the back path, which will be the south facing path. So we're on the path down to the woods now, and nice little path, and you see the bluebells are out. Looks like they're out in full blossom as well. I think we're going to get a good show when we get down there. Some nice lambs in the field there, and we're down this path all the way down into the woods. Got a nice reputation for some good bluebell, having a good bluebell wood as Newmillerdam. And there's a nice spot right at the back of the woods, which most of the crowds don't get to. Quite a lot that know it's there just wander up and see this beautiful swathe of bluebells. So it's worth a look. And it's where I usually direct my fellow togs if they want to go get a bit of quiet space. The only problem with it is that because the bluebells are on a hill, they're on a sort of slanting down on a it'll be a west facing hill, and so when the sun comes up it doesn't get above the hill until about an hour after sunrise. So if you do go, don't be tempted to go at sunrise, because the light doesn't come over the top of the hill until later. So there we go, a little bit of insider information there. There are kingfishers on this little patch of water. Just a little stream that runs into Newmillerdam, into the big lake. And if you come early in the morning, you might occasionally spot a kingfisher. There's a lovely swathe up that hill up there. We're going to work his way around to that when we've taken this little path here, and this will lead us to the back of the woods. And we get a really nice swathe of bluebells up there. And we're on our way to the best part of the wood, which is quite hidden, and not as many people get up here, but it's usually the best place for the bluebells. Just going up here, I'm going to walk right at the top of the woods there, and we'll hopefully come across a lovely, beautiful bluebell meadow. The smell is gorgeous. Wish you could be here. It's beautiful. Just round this corner we should get a lovely swathe of bluebells. Some lovely lush green leaves. Here we are, this is beautiful. So we're going to get out the camera now and see what we get. This is one of the loveliest parts, that lovely lush green, and the bluebells all under the canopy down here. Just have to watch where I'm walking, it's quite steep. Slipped then. And we'll go around here. See, under this beautiful green canopy. It's gorgeous. Well, I'm back in Newmillerdam Woods. This morning we've got some mist. I've got the camera set up. So it's looking absolutely beautiful down here. This is really wrong side for the mist. I need something at the other side because the sun's going to come up behind my back. But it's just nice to be here taking photographs. So there we go. Right, I'm doing a little bit of ICM now, so I thought I'd try and show you how I do it. I'll just show you the camera. Come on, let me show you the camera. I've got the telephoto lens on, and I'm shooting at f8, lowest ISO, which on the Fuji is 200. Now, I'm only getting a tenth of a second, which is a little bit too fast, but you can get some movement out of it. Now, I'm just looking for some subtle movement, so let's just try it. And what I'm going to do is I'm using autofocus on this, but you can use manual focus. Let's just do a quick movement and we'll have a look at what we've got now. So you can see I've got a nice little bit of subtle movement on that. I don't know if you can see it with the light. Let's just turn around a little bit. Not as much shadow in there. You see I've got a nice little bit of subtle movement on that. And that was just with a tiny bit of movement. Now I've come to a slightly darker area in the woods. See if I can get a little bit slower shutter speed. I'll show you the sort of 2 to 3 second technique that I use. Right, well I've reset the camera. I've set it to f14, but to be honest, I don't like to go that low with the I don't like to go that high with the f-stop. I like to get a nice open f-stop if I can. So I'd normally use an ND filter. I haven't brought one with me today. But I've got 1.5 seconds on that. So I'm just going to do, if I can, a half a second and then a hold for a second. So it's hold. And let's see what we get with that. So we've got a nice bit of, well, that might come out quite nicely, that, because it's quite subtle. Let's get away from that reflection again. It's quite subtle. I'll probably go for a lower exposure on that, but quite like that one. So I held this one for about a second and then just shook it for the last half second. So I'm getting a much better, a little bit of definition in the trees and some lovely soft bluebells down below. So that might be a good one, that one. We'll have a look at that one. What you need to think about with ICM is you still need to think about good composition. It still applies, because you don't just want a mushy mess, you want something that's going to stand out in your movement. Otherwise you just get, I don't know about you, but the lines and things like that look nice and they're quite abstract, but I quite like to get a little bit of definition in my my ICMs. So we'll do a few more, and I might show you some ones I've taken before, because I've not probably got that many this morning. Sometimes a bit of sunlight can help, because you get a little bit of nice shadow and a little bit of nice shade and things, and some nice contrast. Sometimes these misty mornings aren't always ideal for ICM. So there we go. So I'll do a few more and you'll see some on the video. So, a nice little walk in the Bluebell Woods at Newmillerdam this morning. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's been lovely, pleasant walk. I've not done a lot of photographs. I'm going to come back early morning probably and take a few shots with my other camera. I've been out with the Canon today doing multiple exposure, so we'll see how they look. But hopefully when I put this together there'll be plenty of photographs. Okay, bye.